getting ready to go back to work real hard next week. So I had to do a quick live stream. Not quick, but I try to connect with both sides of the world. You know, our time zones are completely different. So
Oh yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Hmm.
Hello, Jill. Good to have you here. But yeah, I'm just throwing some. Let's talk a little bit about some worms. You know, trying to help people go ahead and think about if you're going to get worms, you get them now if you're going to purchase them because the prices are going to go up. They keep getting
Yeah,
more expensive. So
they're
you
already
know,
going up. I noticed
yeah.
everybody raised their price.
Let me turn my microphone up a little bit. Okay. So what have you been up to?
Yeah, it's warm today, the first warm day, so we're about to head out. Just doing worm things and house things and getting my garden checklist. You know, planting seeds, trying to clean up the raised beds from last year. You know how it is, early spring chores.
That's right.
So my
That's
yard is a mess from so many storms and branches down and just stuff that happens over the winter.
uh-huh. Yeah, I seen one of your videos. I think you're on YouTube. You're on Facebook, and you have
I'm
like,
on, I'm on Facebook, Reddit, all the platforms pretty much.
and you feed you're feeding a buzzard or something, a turkey or something.
I have a turkey vulture and a black buzzard that I have befriended that come to my hand now. They'll come and knock at the door, and if I don't open the door, they will get louder and louder until they annoy me, and I have to open the door.
So how did you get the turkeys to start coming to your house?
Well, I think it's my all my dogs and cats are 100% raw fed. They only eat raw meat, and in the summer I feed them outside, my dogs, and I think they must have sensed some scraps because they just showed up, literally. And little by little, I just kind of would go out there and be around them, and got closer and closer to where I could hand them food. And now they've gotten so greedy. They knock on the door. It's like, hey, how about a piece of chicken?
I hear you.
It's very funny because everybody calls me. I think somebody on Facebook called me. Oh, what's that Dr. Seuss character?
Horton, here's a who? No, it's not Horton.
No, the Laura. Is it the Laura?
Don't get me started.
The one that befriends all the animals. I don't know. It was
Oh, the
funny
Lawrence or
because
something,
the
right?
Lorax, the
Okay,
Lorax.
okay.
Yep, because I have squirrels that run up my arm and chipmunks, and I'm like I feed everything.
Oh wow, that's cool. I'm trying not to feed my squirrels anymore because that garden's gonna go in the backyard, and I
Yes.
don't want them in there. So it's like okay, because I used to like throw like some bread out for birds and this and that, but not anymore. They're gonna scrounge on their own.
Well, it's interesting because the squirrels are smart. They know my dogs can go in the backyard, but they don't have access to the front yard. So the squirrels will only come in the front because if they go in the back, the dogs destroy them. So the squirrels that want food come to the front door. all my garden is in the back, so they don't mess with the garden because the dogs will wipe them out.
So what type of dogs do you have?
Um, well, one of them, that's a good question.
Okay.
One of them's a rescue, so she's like, she's half black mouth cur, part blue tick coonhound, and part pit bull. I don't know. She's a mess.
Okay.
The other one is Belgian Malinois. Her mother's a pure Belgian Malinois, which is what police use now for dogs. And her father was half German Shepherd and half pit bull. So she's my big queen right now.
So which one did you put like the? You put ferns or something? You put like grass on her? One of your videos, you did something. With one of your dogs, you put something on their back.
Yeah. I mess with them all the time. My kids are grown, so I got to torment the dogs
Uh-huh.
and the cats.
Hi, Joe. Good to have you here. I'm typing something in real quick. So question for you, Lisa. They say that there's now going to be a fertilizer shortage. Have you heard that? That fertilizer is going to be hard to get now. Everything's.
I did not hear that, but it doesn't concern me because I don't use any fertilizer that I don't make or grow myself. You know, I use Comfrey and I use worm castings.
That's right.
I've never bought fertilizer, probably 30 years at least.
Yeah, I'm talking about like for people that are like that went out and bought the bags of fertilizer, you know, the garden soil and stuff. You know, even that went up in price. You know, like say, you know, we make our own worm castings, but if you go to the store, you're going to pay about $20 to $30 for that, for castings.
Well, you know, maybe that. I mean, it's unfortunate. Inflation is insane right now, which is unfortunate. But at the same time, it gives people an incentive to start to do these things. You know, grow their own plants, save seeds, raise worms. You know, for castings. It's making people learn to be self-sufficient because they have to.
Uh huh.
And maybe, you know, when prices go back down, the trend will continue of doing it yourself. I hope.
That's right.
It's a lot better for our planet if we all make on site what we use and have it trucked around and put in plastic bags. You know.
Yeah. I'm here. Let me just change something real quick, Lisa. I'm trying to find this. Okay. Changed it up. Yeah, I have it where you have to authenticate, but right now I haven't had really trolls on my page in the live stream, so it's all good.
Oh, okay.
And you know you have access. You're a moderator. I gave you the power to become a mod.
I don't know. I mean, right now I just saw the live and I clicked the link and it brought me to StreamYard. But so, like, you know, I'm on my phone. I don't see anything but you. If there's chats or anything, I don't see it.
Yeah, there's chats coming in. It's like
It's probably. See, I can hit the chat button, but if I do, then it takes away the screen that I'm on. But I did get my computer set up, so I just have to assemble the little cart I built, so I'll be able to use a computer going forward.
So go ahead. So what was wrong with it? Do you know what was wrong with your
my computer itself? I mean, my computer itself just died. I mean, it was from like 1998 or something. I mean, it was a dinosaur. It was outdated, and you know, so the computer died. But then I had internet issues because they installed a new type of internet that GoNet speed. I don't know if you've heard about it, but it's like the fastest speed for the cheapest, and they messed up the wires on the pole and disconnected my internet, which is Comcast, and it was a mess because nobody knew what company was responsible for fixing it.
Oh, man.
So
yeah,
it was not.
Hey, African Dreaming, good to have you here.
Hey, hello, Lisa, hello, AJ,
Yeah.
how y'all doing?
I'm doing good, man. Thanks for stopping by. You know, it's like
Of course, my pleasure.
You know, the time zones, it makes it hard to connect with each other. You know.
Yeah.
So that's what kind of stinks about, you know, being a YouTuber.
Yeah.
So, but
It can make it difficult, but not impossible, but
yeah.
definitely difficult sometimes.
Where are you at? Are you in the U.S. or?
No, I'm actually in East Africa right now. I'm in Tanzania.
Oh, that's awesome!
Yeah, thank you.
That's awesome. I would love
Thank
to
you.
be somewhere else. I bet it's warm, huh?
Well, actually, we just now getting into the first part of the rainy season, and so it's actually pretty pleasant. Like right now, we've had some rain and a few sprinkles, so it's kind of cool, kind of windy. I'm pretty high up in the mountains, so it's nice and cool tonight.
Nice.
I'm typing something in. I'm going to give you a plug real quick, African. Try to get people to subscribe to your channel. How many subscribers do you have right now?
I don't like 130, 40. I think 140, something like that.
We're exactly the same. I'm at 143 right now.
Oh, congratulations.
I mean, it's like the first 100 was so hard to get to, and then the
Right.
43 just came like just quickly.
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of how it's been for us. You know, we've actually had our channel for a while, and we've only been active the last like few months. Once we got more settled here, and you know, could kind of invest that time into you know, creating content and things of that nature. But you know, so far so good. It's slow. It's a slow process, but I'm meeting a lot of interesting people. Lisa, it's a pleasure to meet you tonight. AJ, I've followed you for a while, and
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
I never knew so much about worms.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Literally,
Man.
just for me, it was fishing.
Yeah, I know it's weird how at first when I was going to talk about it, you know, I was embarrassed. You know what I mean? Because people don't really know stuff about worms, but.
Right.
Then I started uploading a video. You know, I kept doing videos. I'm like, dang, people actually are interested in learning about this. So okay, so it's going to be
It's extremely interesting. Yeah.
I'll subscribe to you, Africa, now that I've met you.
Oh, thank you so much, Lisa. We appreciate it. We appreciate it. My channel, our channel is basically we're kind of like, I guess you could consider us the homesteady type. A little bit of prepping. But there is a certain irony to it, because so much of life here actually it's built into the culture. So many things that people are back in the States are taking into consideration as far as like different methods and ways of living, a preparedness and readiness lifestyle, growing your own food. You know, full disclosure, we have, regardless of the area you live, or whether it's a rural area in the city, in my area, power outages can be pretty common. And people have adapted in such a way that it's, I mean, even now, we most of the time, because the way the houses are built, there's so much open light and so much sunshine, I almost don't notice until I notice that like the refrigerator's not running or the freezer's not running or something. So
No.
yeah.
So you definitely, you adapt to what you have to deal with, right? I mean, it's amazing. And that's the same for worms. They are so adaptable. There's no wrong or right way to raise them, and they'll thrive.
Yeah. I actually thought about AJ, and I don't know if you all are familiar with Peggy Hiblin. I don't want to butcher her last name.
She's one of my YouTube subscribed friends too.
Okay, so I really like her. I really like her channel. And between you two, I know more about worms than I've ever known in my entire life.
Oh, appreciate it. Yeah.
Have you been on my channel at all?
No, but I definitely plan on checking you out. All I saw was Lisa earlier. I don't know what's the name of your channel.
It's Connecticut Worms and Gardens.
Yeah.
I will write that down.
Maybe AJ can put up a little thing.
Yeah, I can't spell Connecticut right.
Connect.
I'll try to put it in there.
I think I'm going to change it to CT so it's easier for people.
Connecticut Worms and Gardens?
Yeah.
Okay. I will definitely check you out and subscribe after
and I'll do the same for you.
All right.
Yeah, TCG fam. A lot of people are scared of worms, but I think for me, the worms that would intimidate me the most are those Canadian night crawlers. Those bad boys are huge.
Well, those are fun. You know, I live so close to I'm 6.5 hours from the Canadian border, so we have a lot of them here. They sell them at if you go somewhere to buy worms for fishing, that's what you're going to get. And people still want to dump them out, and so it's cold enough here where, if I go out this time of year and start turning over logs or leaf litter, that's what I'm going to find is all the Canadians.
And Lisa, I'm sorry, excuse me. TCG fam said she just connected to you. So you got
Oh,
another
thank
subscriber.
you. Thank
Her
you
name's
so
Lisa.
much.
Tiffany. Yeah, she's doing some juicing right now. 60 days of juice fasting. So
Oh wow.
yeah, so there's always people in this community that are. That's what I like about this community. We all just connect. We don't hide things from each other. It's like if we don't know the answer, we'll direct them to someone else's channel.
Yep.
Yeah.
A lot of great people. So African, you planted some sweet potatoes or something. Tell me that story, man. Break it down.
Okay, so I think I remember you seeing you jump in the chat earlier.
Yeah,
And what actually happened was so I have been looking for some sweet potatoes for since we've been here well over a year, and I know that they do have them in the area, but they're very seasonal. So actually now is the time to get them, and being Texas native from the South, we love our yams, we love our sweet potatoes, and I was looking around the holidays and couldn't find any. That was just they didn't exist. Now that they're starting to become more plentiful, so I had a friend who found some for me because they knew we had been looking, and I plan on making some slips. I plan on doing, regrow. So I'm super happy, super excited, because unless something goes really wrong from this point on, I don't ever have to be without them anymore. So
are you doing them in water or in soil to get the slips?
I'm gonna try both methods.
Okay.
And that was one of my questions today.
I did the same thing. I've got 5 kinds of sweet potatoes. I've got sprouting right now. We're creating slips, and
nice.
I watched one video. I think it was on the Epic Gardening channel, and tried that method, and it is so much more beneficial. It produced so much better results than the water. I'll never go back to water again.
That's what I've been hearing so far. I've heard that both ways work, but I'm hearing that the water method, that the soil method is a little bit less tedious, and you get good results. So since this is my first time, I'm going to try both, but I'm definitely anticipating the soil method working out really good.
It does, and it's so easy. You'll bury them halfway and ignore them.
Yeah. That's it. Even I can do that. Even I can't mess that up.
I just put them in I put worm castings and some basic potting mix and cocoa coir, and I've been picking them up and checking the roots, and but the roots are really coming out now, so it's nice.
Nice.
Good to have you here. Rob, he grows the cannabis. He uses it for medicinal purposes, so he's got worms inside of his herbs. So
nice.
Oh wow, that's nice.
Yeah, nice. It's been a new experiment, and so far they seem to like it. Interesting.
How could they not?
Yeah, that's for sure.
Hey, quick thing. I'm gonna throw this up there. Tiffany said she wished she had her own house so she could have a garden. She's a rancher. And I said, just get a couple of grow bags, start off small. Just get a couple of tomato plants in there and some peppers, and just go that route.
You can do a 5-gallon bucket, a kitty litter bucket. You can grow tomato plants out of, or eggplant, peppers, whatever. Doesn't have to be in the ground.
Let me get my laundry out the background before my wife kills me. I gotta get that out the background. It's in a bag, it's neat, but in a basket, but still. But yeah, so the thing, like I says, all 3 of you people, you creators are great people. We're all starting our journeys, and like I said, that's awesome. And I started out with no subscribers, and then what I do, I try to make a weekly video and just get subscribers and grow my channel. And you gotta be honest. Like I says, with people, they can read right through that crap. If you don't know something, just tell them you don't know. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You're right on. You're right on. Because it's better to say I don't know than do say something that's not going to work, because then you're going to lose followers. You know, and you're right. People
Yeah.
can see through it. They absolutely
Mhm.
can.
And that's one of the things I like most.
I'm sorry, someone just said bye to me. So
Oh, sorry.
yeah. So Rob, how is your body doing, man?
I'm doing okay. I just had to go back to the hospital because my vitamin level is really, really low. So I've been on prednisone for off and on all year, and we
Oh,
may end
man.
up having to go like to the Mayo Clinic to find out what's wrong.
Oh, I'm sorry to
Wow.
hear you're having problems.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, sorry.
it's okay. I got hurt a long time ago, and it just I've just been having problems. Just keep taking it day by day.
Wow.
Are you taking
Sorry to hear that, man.
prednisone or Rayos?
Prednisone.
Have they tried Rayos?
I don't know if I've ever tried that one.
Well, Rayos is prednisone, but it's a long-acting, slow, steady release prednisone. It's a lot better on your kidneys and liver, but it does the same thing as prednisone, but you only have to take it once a day. I've been on it for years now, and
Yeah.
I'm having much better results with it than standard prednisone. You may want to talk to your doctor if that's a better option for you.
Yeah, I might try that.
Yeah, that's unfortunate, man. I hate to hear that.
Yeah, I'm a happy person. Got a beautiful wife and kids, so yeah, that's all I need.
Hey,
There you go, man.
Sorry.
And
Thanks for,
friends.
thanks for the plugs, GoDaddy, that you give me too on your channel. I appreciate that.
Yeah,
So
it's pretty surprising. I never thought I would be doing this. I really didn't, because I'm really kind of a very shy person. So
Same.
yeah,
Me
Absolutely.
too. Me too. Like
Yeah.
the first time, I still don't do my own lives. I'll join in, but I don't do my own. I'm still intimidated.
yeah,
me too.
yeah.
I got to break through that, but I'm not there yet.
That's what's good about
I-
these lives and our YouTube information. It helps you to improve in your public speaking skills. That's my goal, is to just keep improving 1% daily, you know, because I want to be a better speaker, you know, and a better communicator,
Mm-hmm.
which we all want to do. So,
Right.
African, do you have like chickens or anything that you have on your property?
Oh yeah. We have chickens. I keep eating them, so I have to keep replacing them.
Good problem to have.
Yeah,
A great problem to have. Small gardening here. We actually, our business here, actually, that's what we're here doing, is small agro and chicken. You know, a small chicken farm. And look, I'll never get rich. I'll never be like, you know, your Pilgrim's Pride or some of the other like just super mega, you know, 300,000 bird.
yeah,
No, in fact, I'm 100% will never go over 1,000, and we want to maintain capacity at 500, because when you put that many, animals on top of each other, I mean, like one sick bird can completely, it can mess you up. You know, it can destroy everything. So sometimes smaller is better, and as much free range mixed in with that as possible, and you're good to go.
that's right.
What kind of chickens are you raising?
I'm still learning. Well, Nusu in Kiswahili, that's half and half. So half meat bird, broiler. I'm trying to get, you know, stick to my jargon. Half broiler, half egg, and they vary. You know, the industry here, I try to keep stay accustomed to the smaller ways of doing it, because you do have some big industry, nothing like you would see in the UK, nothing like you would see in the States, but you know, still large nonetheless. I don't want that. I don't want that. I want to keep everything as close to free range as possible, because the local population, they're not fans of mass produced poultry. The local people prefer local, and the local even to the eggs. Uh, of course, the currency is different. So let's say the average price of an egg is in Tanzanian T shilling would be, let's say, 500, which is roughly like somewhere between 18 and 23 cent, right? So, or actually 12 to 15 cent. Um, they
Really?
will,
That's
yeah,
all? That's like
they
$1.80 a dozen. That's
yeah,
incredible.
that's about it. And they will decrease the price if all that's available is mass produced eggs. They go for 300 instead of the typical everyday 500. So that's like a small example of just how much the local population does not care for mass produced eggs or meat, and it's just the way it is. So a lot of chickens, free range. I mean, chickens are everywhere. Yeah, I've got some content coming out to kind of go a little bit more in depth of just how that works over here. It's a whole new experience, whole new thing for myself and my wife / business partner. So that's another reason why I'm taking it so slow, and we kind of learn and just really pole, like we say over here, just slowly, kind of take it slow, learn, you know, become part of the culture as much as possible, because that's also how a lot of business is done. Relationships are everything.
That's right.
So yeah, that's it. And as far as around the house, just small homestead, and we grow in every spot we can. And we do a lot of bucket grows too. I mean, we don't waste. So
that's good.
a lot of we recycle a lot of the larger water containers that we get. I'll cut my drain holes and my air holes, and the aesthetics, I could care less. It's not, it's not as pretty as maybe a little bit more expensive pot, but it gets the job done. So
yeah, but that's what's amazing though. Like you said, you can use a 5-gallon bucket. If I never would have got on YouTube, I never would have known that. I would never think to grow tomatoes or potatoes or whatever in a 5-gallon bucket. So yeah, if you got the soil and the seed, it's gonna grow, right?
That's it. Some healthy soil and seed. Yeah.
So wow, I'm gonna come at you for a second. You had your face, you wore your mask and stuff. Was that to protect your identity back in the day?
I mean, when we first did it, even though I'm fully legal and everything, my wife has a professional job where she sees a lot of people every day.
That's right.
But I don't know. It was kind of we didn't know for sure how we wanted to approach it yet.
Yeah.
We were kind of slowly getting there. We're getting there. Like I said, we're just kind of shy. All of us are, and it's all kind of new, and we're getting there. I don't know about my wife though, and a couple of my sons. I know one probably won't for sure because he's really shy.
No, that's fine. No, I understand
that. Get pictures of him. He always runs off.
But I'm always glad I can actually see people's faces eventually. You know what I mean? Because you always wonder about the voice and the face, and it's like okay. So yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice to connect that, the face to what you perceive to be the personality. It's so different sometimes, and sometimes it's spot on.
That's right.
You had Patrick on here, and all the times I've spoken to Patrick from Vermicompost, Learn by Doing, I just never, I had this image of him in my mind, and when I saw him, I'm like, no, that's not it.
Yeah, he never shows his face, just his voice and his hands. And I'm like, oh, okay, I know what you look like now.
I know. It was really nice to see that. Now I can kind of connect the whole thing.
Yeah.
It kind of, what I was going to say is it kind of, both me and my wife don't have much family at all. So that was another reason too, because I'm always protective of the wife and kids. Because we've been through so much.
Yeah.
Right.
I can understand that, man.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we all got that. Yeah, I went out. I just did something. went on Amazon and just invested in a garden bed, one of those metal galvanized ones.
I just did the same thing. I
Okay.
just got mine. I just got my birdie bed from Epic Gardening, Kevin Esperi. I'm gonna butcher his name, but I just got the galvanized. They call them birdie beds. Their brand.
Okay. Yeah.
I can't, but I have to put it together, and it's in a
Yeah.
million pieces.
I got to put mine together too. Like I said, I just ordered it. Like I said, it's still galvanized, and I'm trying to get out of using the wood because that stuff just rots and decays. So that's why I'm trying out this method. I bought one for now because I don't have a lot of soil, and I don't want to have to go scrounge it up. So I'll use from my old garden beds and add that into the soil. I'm gonna put leaves in there and try to just let that break down over the, throughout the year, and try to keep building up my compost.
Do you like a hugelkultur bed? Do you have any rotting logs or access to rotting logs?
I was gonna say you could do that too. Just throw logs in there and it'll break down over time.
Well, it's known as hugelkultur, is the German word, and you want to take like a softer wood, like an older wood, something if the outer bark is peeling off it, it's the prime candidate. You put that in the bottom, and you add like a little straw, and you can throw grass, you can throw anything. And what happens is that rotting wood, right? Like if you find a piece of wood out, say, the forest floor, and you peel the bark, you're going to see, the little roly-polies and worms and everything in there. The insects love it. So if you bury it in the bottom layer, it holds moisture, so you're not going to have to worry about water, but it also brings in all the beneficial insects. And it creates like the perfect habitat. And if you think worm castings are amazing, you'll, after a year of hugelkultur, pick up that log and it just falls apart and your hand's black.
Yeah. But I can tell you guys from my perspective, okay, when you get into worm farming, it's very addictive. You just want to keep having more worms, I'm saying. And then when it comes to composting, you want to have so many composting bins. It's crazy too. So I got to kind of settle down because my yard would have like 8,000 composting bins in the back. It's good to have that, but yeah, you just got it's like, oh man, I got to have it. Yeah.
When I get manure here, it's usually already been pre-mixed with like this ongoing forever compost heap.
Okay.
I mean, like big. Okay. And so there's already this a lot of organic material. Like this, if you look at some of my videos, you'll never see a video with any of my soil that doesn't have like sticks in it and things that you wouldn't normally see, but that's how things go here. Okay. And I always think about you come to mind, and I think about Peggy because I haven't seen any big worms, but it's always tons and tons of the little red wiggly ones.
Okay.
Like a lot of them.
Yeah.
And so far so good. I mean, it's really working out great. Literally within a matter of days.
Okay.
I add it, I mix, I water it, and it's like it's pretty impressive. So it's kind of basic, but but I never see cardboard. That's one thing I will say I haven't seen is any cardboard mixed in. But aside from that, it's just kind of, I don't know. I'm still learning, so I don't know what's more natural or less natural. But yeah.
A guy just came in. His name's S.A. He's in Pakistan, and he said hi to everybody.
Hi.
Hello.
So, African, are you originally from your area, or did you move there? Your accent isn't very strong. That's why I'm asking.
Oh, no. I'm a Texas now. I'm from East Texas.
Oh, okay. You really moved.
Yeah. No. Yeah, I'm a Texas native. We moved here a little over a year ago to live a different lifestyle, start our business, see how it goes. But
how did you just one day say go from Texas to Africa? I mean, how is that even something that I couldn't imagine how to begin that process?
Well, my wife and I, we've traveled, we've worked, and for years. I'm I'm showing my age, but I think next month will be 20 years together.
Okay.
And
Congratulations.
Congrats.
oh, thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you. So over those past 20, you know, we kind of fell in love and started young, and you know, we've traveled a lot, worked a lot. We've never really been intimidated by the not logistically. Is it a big move? Yeah. Is, you know, can it be intimidating? Yeah. But we've done so much together that, you know, it's like let's just do it. And not to be, you know, cliche with the whole, you know, YOLO thing, you only live once, but you know, you do you get one crack at it. So, you know, win, lose, or draw, you just step out and take a chance and see how it goes.
That's right.
I wouldn't
That's
know
it.
how to begin, like how to find where to move to, how to, you know, do the paperwork to be able to visit you know, or move to a foreign nation. I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Don't have a clue.
Look, that's the case for a lot of people, much of my family included. But and it's I would never tell anybody that it's like an easy task. You never really completely prepared for everything, because the thing that'll get you is the unexpected.
Mm-hmm.
So but at the same time, it's just like you know, if you're in Texas and you decide, hey, you know, you want to go from Dallas to LA, you find out, how do I move from Dallas to LA? And you just you just do it.
Yeah.
And yeah, so it's possible. It's not easy, but it's possible. Are you thinking about moving, Lisa?
No, seriously, I've been thinking about it for a long time. You know, I am here because I was born and raised here and had family here, and now, you know, other than me and my two grown children, I have no family left. I am the last of the family line, and there's nothing keeping me here anymore, and it's incredibly expensive, and it's cold more than it's warm, and I really I want more land and more freedom. You know, yes, I own a home and have a decent piece of land, but there's so many rules and regulations. It's like, it's mine, but it's not. You know, it's like, you can't do this,
Right.
you can't have that, and I really just want to do something big. I don't want to move to the next town or the next state. I want to live my dream, but yeah, like, it costs a lot of money to move. I don't care where you're moving. It costs a lot of money.
Right.
You gotta have the research so that you don't get somewhere that you hate. You know, I don't want to move somewhere and find out, oh gosh, what did I get myself into? So, you know, I'm
Right.
always, whenever I hear a story of like yourself who did it, I'm always very curious of, you know, how the process was for you. And
Well, I would say I would never tell anybody to up and move to the next town over, much less, you know, across the world, right? But I will say this: if it's something that you're really interested in or considering entertaining, I would start with travel. Travel. Like, you don't have to, you know, you don't have to pack a box to move. You pack a bag to go and come back, you know, and that's a lot easier. And my only other suggestion would be, whenever you get to whichever place, you know, whatever your destination is, again, not to be super cliche, I would say get off the beaten path a little bit. Like, don't only limit yourself to the touristy things. I would kind of get out into the community and maybe converse with some everyday people to see how life is in that part of the city or town or village. Go out at night so you can see, because some places can be super beautiful and super touristy during the day, and then at night it's like, I don't want to be here. So
but at the same time, you know, as you know, myself, a single female, going to an area and going off the beaten tourist path can be dangerous. Not saying where you live, but there are countries that can, you know, are very dangerous for foreigners to travel to, and you know,
of course,
you got to be. I love that idea of getting off the tourist path, but you also have to be safe, and that's the
Of
part
course.
that I feel, nervous about.
Well,
Like, how do you
I
explode
understand.
them?
I understand,
Mhm.
but before we moved, I also had to be really safe going to Walmart
Yeah.
and
exactly.
Target
Yeah,
Mhm.
you got more
and
people
grocery
around
shopping.
if someone snatches you at Walmart than if you're
Right.
off in a tropical forest somewhere.
Yeah,
You gotta,
Yeah, I
but
moved
I
here from
understand.
Florida. Yeah, it's about 1,500 miles from me.
yeah. You got to be aware of all your surroundings, no matter where you live.
Yeah.
Same rules apply. Absolutely.
Yeah. Hi, LP.
Hi, LP.
Hello, LP. Hey,
Well,
so
Go
hey
ahead.
AJ, I just wanted to stop in and say, thank you for checking me out later and ask a few questions. And it's
Yeah.
a pleasure to meet you and meet
Yeah.
everybody in the chat.
You too, man.
Yeah, it was nice meeting you.
Connect. Yeah,
Yeah,
I just wanted to
subscribe.
make sure I have your is GrowDaddy
Yeah,
at
yeah.
YouTube. Okay, so I can look
I
you up and
already
check you out.
subscribed to you, GoDaddy. I love your stuff.
Oh, thanks.
You
Thanks.
shouldn't be shy.
I'm gonna
You
have-
have good content.
Oh, thanks. Thanks. I'm going to have to get going as well because my wife's
Oh,
on.
I do too, actually.
No, I
I
understand.
just wanted to say hi.
But no, I appreciate you three stopping out. It's a pleasure to be able just to do this and see each other's
Absolutely.
face. But I'll be checking out all three of your videos. You know what I mean? I'll be in your corner. I'll support you. If you have any questions, always
Thank
ask
you.
me, and I'll tell you what I know. You know.
Yep. And
Okay.
I'll be subscribing to you right now before I get off. I'm gonna do that. And GrowDaddy, I think I have a couple questions for you
Sure.
because I do have a grow tent with grow lights and all, and there's something there's a link missing, and I think maybe you can help me.
Mhm.
Is there a way like to DM you or email you or something, or
Yeah. Do you have an email?
I do.
Okay, I'll email you then.
Okay.
Yeah. Peace. Have a good night.
All right.
Be great.
All right, y'all have a good
Hey,
night.
whatever it is. Going.
I'll
Stay
take
safe and healthy, everybody.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right, good night.
All right.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
Yeah.
Bye. I'll see you guys. I'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Have a good one. Bye.
Take care, bro. Bye, Rob. So if anyone in the chat has questions that they'd like to ask me, feel free to ask. But this was a good live stream. We're talking